How are you guys all feeling? I recognize some names here. Thank you all for coming. So questions, feel free. Annie, I think it's pronounced Look. So.
Hi, Annie.
Annie, you can unmute your.
Hi.
Hi there.
40 days into body maneuver and I feel a huge difference. My question is specifically, I'm battling infertility, particularly high cytokines. I run all these NK cell tests, and I'm wondering, will this help calm the central nervous system? Or how would doing something like, have you any case studies that help with infertility?
We've been helping women get pregnant for 12 years.
Oh, wow.
And we have a lot of history. Our work right from day one in the clinical was helping women helping couples conceive. Mm-hmm. So the primary reason for not conceiving is that the body's not ready for it. There's too much stress or there's too much. So what happens is, the way it works, the cytokine storm is what you're talking about. First of all, our PowerKirk 30 has been scientifically and clinically proven to remove the cytokine storm in the body. That's what the patent is, and that's why it's on the COVID trials. That's why it's actually been approved as a COVID treatment in Canada, and Canada has way tougher regulations than anywhere else in the world. So number one is, first things is to take the body out of stress 1 to 2 times per day. And when you take the body out of stress, you can do it with a 15-minute stress reset. That works really well. And the other thing, super important, is hydration. It's the most common cause. When I studied the body, we were 80% water. Today, officially, people are between 65 and 70% water. That means that as a society, and that's considered to be normal now. So if you look in the current text, they say that it's like 65 to 70%. That doesn't mean healthy. That means that's really bad, because it's only 80% 20 years ago. So hydration, diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss, is if you can't get that, Shilajit minerals. We have the fascial foundation, the fascial flow, which mineralize the body, rebuild the fascial tissue, and then the PowerKirk will help. Those are the tools that will help you exogenously. But the most powerful thing is to power the body through movement. And one last thing is that when you drink hydrogenated water, because even under a little bit of stress, our body produces 10 liters of hydrogen a day. Under just a slight amount of stress, it's down to 5 liters of hydrogen. Under a lot of stress, it's 1 to 2 liters. And trying to conceive is a lot of stress. I want to first recommend, Annie, that you stop battling infertility and you just accept fertility. That's the first thing. Is language is a really big part of it. You're going to get pregnant and you're going to conceive, and you're removing barriers or things that are blocking you. And I recommend that if you just do if you do the 28-day reset, just make sure that you're planning to get pregnant, because the majority of people that have been struggling up to 6 years, and if you look on our website on YouTube, there's a happy body, happy baby. If you look at the old one from back in the clinic days, 6 years of trying to battle with IVF and everything else. And then the very first month that she comes in for treatment, gets pregnant. Miscarries, but the second month carried it. So if you were planning to get pregnant right away, just practice protection, because this stuff works really fast.
Yeah, Jason had that experience early on when he first started
working on. You have to put a lot of context when you say that. Jason didn't. Yeah, she said Jason had the experience. His first six women that were struggling with infertility, within the very first series of treatments that he did with them, became pregnant right away. 3 of them that weren't actually wanting to at that time.
You had to have a
So Annie, I hope that helps.
Yes, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Good
Thank
question,
you.
Annie. Nice to have you here.
Hi, Kimberly. 1 second. We're going to take you. Okay, you take yourself off mute, Kimberly. You're on mute.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, just like Verizon.
Thank you. Exactly. Just as I said that. Thanks for chatting with me. Thank you. I am Capricorn. January 1st is my birthday. And I have been, in the last 2 months, at stems right at the occiput, like I can touch, and just sends me through the roof pain. But my full right side feels like almost near locked. I have limited range of motion. I've been at the chiropractor. I've been doing PEMF mat. I've been doing breath work. That's how I found Human Garage, was trying to find something to release or to help this. And I'm congested just on the right side. My right ear sounds muffled. So I am grateful and open to any support suggestions you may have.
Couple questions. Were you a C-section delivery?
I was not.
Okay. Do you remember having a hit to the head on your left side somewhere in your life, even as a child?
I have had 2 concussions, but they were both, one was right across here and one was on my right temple.
Okay, so in my opinion, that's what you're dealing with, because right on here on that side is the gallbladder meridian, which goes down here, goes around, down all the way to the toe. So if you touch in between your baby and your second toe on the right in there, if you squeeze that, is it sore? Go ahead.
Very.
Okay, so you got a gallbladder issue. The emotions you're holding is resentment, and
That makes
it's
sense.
resentment about something that's happening in this world or towards the masculine energy. So it could be a male, it could be a father, it could be a husband. Does that sound right?
It sure does.
Yeah. Okay. I see a lot of emotion about that. So
Yeah.
would you like something to work that through right now? Okay. So take your right hand, take your center bone here, and go to the right side of the rib cage, and that's your gallbladder and your liver. Okay.
Down farther. Okay.
Push in, turn it. Take your left hand, put it behind trap. Okay, we're gonna breathe in together 6 times, 3 through the mouth and 3 through the nose. And everybody, please do this. This helps her. If you all do this, it helps her more. So 3, 2, 1 to the mouth. 2. 3. Repeat after me. Hello, resentment.
Hello, resentment.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
I no longer need I no longer need the reference in this way.
I no longer need you to reference in this way.
Breathe in through the nose. 2. 3.
Ooh,
What are
felt
you doing?
looser. And this whole time, I felt nothing but a pretty significant pull down that.
Those looser
down that
already. Okay, so take your left hand, pin the skin right on your nose on the other side.
other side. Okay.
A little bit down right by the crease there. Take your right hand, push the skin back, and then breathe and move your head. Everybody can do this. Okay, good. See how you feel. Take a deep breath.
My right nostril just opened up.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Now, just we want to balance off the other side. So take your right hand, put it on your left nostril. Push the skin back. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, good. Move your head around. How's that feeling now?
Much looser. I still feel that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you some things that you can do. I just want to show you that, and when we do the emotion and the meridian, it automatically creates the environment for it to loosen up. But if you didn't know that, then you're just doing everything. You don't know why it's tight. So that one you can do. That's a gallbladder release. Are you a Scorpio by any chance, or a Scorpio moon, or a Scorpio rising?
I am Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, and Capricorn rising. So.
Oh, you're a triple cap. Okay, that's where the resentment comes from. Okay, got it. Processing. And so Yes, super, super powerful. And I think you're 11 degrees. So that makes you also what we call a Virgo cap, so embodied. So basically anything that doesn't work in your life with getting to the bottom line, with understanding things, ends up in your body. It feels like frustrating in your body. Okay,
Excellent.
inside, go inside of our Instagram, hit just go 3 little dots. It'll bring up a menu. Search down for upper release and jaw release. Do those yourself, the upper release and the jaw release. I would just do the jaw release today because we did a lot of the upper release today, and then have that as your habit. That will go away very shortly. You can do the upper release and the lower release separately. Do one on day 1 and one on day 2. And then and that has all the head stuff on it and the jaw release. And if you do that for about a week, I'm thinking most of the issues will be gone. And if they're not gone, just DM us and we'll give you some more to do. Okay.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for all you do.
For sharing, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Time for a couple more, I think. Yeah. Well, we got one more. One more. Let's see. So we're gonna have Anushka.
Nice.
So Anushka,
Hi.
hi. Where are you from?
Hi. I'm from Kitchener, Ontario.
Wow, Kitchener, Ontario, the left coast, we call it.
Yes. So I have been for a very long time struggling with a really tight left neck, and I'm not sure what it is, but it's right beside my shoulder blade. And there was times when I had really, really high stress that I couldn't move my neck, and my whole nerve down my hand would freeze up and I couldn't turn. It's gotten a lot better because I decided this month that I'm just tired of having that trauma caught up. So I decided that, and every time I wake up, I realize it's not hurting as much as it used to, but I do still feel the tightness on my left neck, on my right side on the neck. And I still feel the sensitivity in between my shoulder blade over there. And I'm just wondering if you have any exercises that I could do to release that. And right beside the shoulder blade. I feel like there's like a nerve, I think. Yeah.
So what's your astrological sign?
My sun sign is a Cancer. My rising is an Aquarius, and my moon is my rising is a Leo, and my moon sign is an Aquarius.
Okay, so the reason I was asking is because Leo is the heart. This is the heart meridian area right here. So the elbow release, the elbow maneuvers that we did today will be good to add for daily. But let's do one thing. It's on your left side is where you normally feel it, right?
It's on the right.
Oh, it's the right side. Okay, so then let's do one thing for you. I want you to grab all the skin here, like you're grabbing your bicep, and you're going to turn it outward. So you're going to grab as far underneath as you can, wrap it underneath, turn it outward. Okay, now turn your whole arm inward, so it creates tension there, and pull your arm, pull it away, pull it down, and pull your shoulder back, and then move it around. Yeah, stretch it. Put it behind you if you can. Breathe. Turn your head opposite too. Turn your head the other way. Okay, good. Now, move your head and neck around. What does that mean? How does that make you feel?
Oh wow! I just moved my head, and something popped as I did this on my right side. So that felt relieving.
That's opening up your heart on the hair, and also grief against male energy or the masculine energy. Could be a father, a grief around something to do with that, or grief in this world. Does that resonate with you, Claire?
Yeah, it does a lot.
Okay, let's do the other side.
Okay.
Left arm, get it right underneath, crank it right over. Okay, now what we're going to do is turn the hand inward. So crank it outwards, turn the hand inwards, pulling down, and then moving around. Breathe. So if we don't deal with the emotions, then when we even get rid of a body pain, they just come back somewhere else in another form.
Mhm.
Good. How do you feel this opening up right now?
Yes.
Yes.
From
Okay.
the back, actually, I feel it opening more from the back.
Right. That's your heart meridian. Okay. So let's now get your heart back talking to your head. Right hand on your heart. Left hand on your head. 6 breaths. Breathe in through the mouth. 2, 3. Through the nose. 2, 3. Okay. You look like a completely different person already.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like that.
So for your practice, it's letting go of grief. It's opening up your heart. And we did the elbow one like this. That's really good. The seated one you can do, where you just grab it here, seated and bend over. Those would be really good to do on a regular basis. Anything that opens up your chest, pulling in here, opening this up, and flexing back will open up this area and open up your chest. And then on a regular basis, just doing the stress reset, the organ reset, adding a few extra ones to it. You'll move through that pretty quickly. There's a whole video. It's a movement masterclass. If you DM us, we'll give it to you, and it does the whole upper complex and kind of some of the things we did today, and that will help you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, everybody. Thank you.
Awesome.
It's nice to
Thank
meet
you,
you.
guys.
Nice to see
Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Nice.
Up to get to all your questions. You're going to get a link, and you can ask specific questions, and we'll answer them. I spend somewhere between 8 and 12 hours a day answering questions every day right now. We're getting systems in place to do this, but the reason why we're doing it is because the world's in a weird place right now. We believe the world's going into a weirder place. This year, we believe that we're coming into the largest health crisis in the history of mankind, because our system is strained. Good doctors and nurses and stuff like that, 30 to 45 and up to 50% of them in certain countries have gone. And the system's being flooded in. So taking reliance, all of these little things were these little health kits were things that were involved in the culture, the moms and the grandmoms and the caregivers. We used to talk about these, and we'd only go to a doctor when we had a problem. Today, we go to a doctor if we have a sniffle. There's something really, really, really wrong. And that's why all of these things are accessible. And we're also adding things where you can get more help. When we help people, we just don't have the bandwidth. We have to pay people to help people. So you'll see programs coming up like coaching programs for the 28-day reset. We have a 7-day challenge that's coming up in a couple of weeks, 7-day reset challenge that you'll see that you can get involved in. But we're going to be applying coaching programs to the 28-day reset. And you contribute for the coach and to help the coach and help them in their life. Because for us, we've made all this content free of charge for you guys. And we continue to do that, but we are going to be adding these programs like this class here. We thank you for your contribution. I want to remind you guys
so much.
that we're a not-for-profit organization. What we do is we spend every dollar that we have on creating new programs, getting the word out. We're expanding into Europe, Asia. We've got multiple languages. We've got languages coming up like German. We got Sikh, we got Ulu, Punjabi, Ulu. We've got Filipino. We've got all kinds of different languages coming up because the world is really coming at us right now. And what you can do all to help us is share your experience. When you send a post and you tell your experience of what happened here, more people come. More people come here, we get a broader release process. And we're super excited about what this year offers. This is going to be big. So a couple reminders. Next class, February 18th. Please register right away. We want to know we are going to be increasing our capacity. So let us know who's coming. Don't wait till like the 17th to do it. You do receive the recordings anyways. Every class is different. If you have questions, feel free to send them in that link. You guys have special access to us, which is another thing. We'll answer questions for you in a different format. And is there anything else, Lisa, my vendor? Oh, before and after
yeah,
photos.
that's the fun part.
Yeah, make sure you post before and after photos. They tell a story that you can't tell. If you go to a party, said, I went to this class, it was great. They're like, it's awesome. And they don't get it. Show me before and after photo. They're like, oh, how did that happen? That's why it works. When you take a before and after photo, if it's on a mirror selfie, just try to get the same spot, same light. The best way to do it is set your camera up on a tripod from 6 feet away or somebody holding it. And when you take your side, make sure you have your right side to the camera. The reason why is because when you put them together, it's how the brain sequences the order. It just looks more logical.
Yeah.
Lisa, is there anything else that we?
Is that there'll be a link in the email, follow-up email if they want to ask questions.
So yeah, link in the email. If you're not already do it, sign up for the newsletter. We will be, and if you're doing classes, run a class in your house. You don't have to be a coach to run a class. You can push a button and you can put it on your YouTube and you can put it on your big screen and do a class together. Let us be the coach, bring people together. If share it if you're in a class. We are going to be surprising people and flying into classes all around the world towards the last half of this year. So we want classes that are sharing, people sharing. We might end up in your house or your community center directly.
That could be really, really fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And look for us. We will be coming to India, and it looks like we're going to Philippines in somewhere around 12 weeks or so, like I said earlier. So we are working hard to get this out. And again, remember that I also want you to know that we have all these tools. Like we have shirts that are coming out right now, and it took us a while to get them because it was like organic. It was no sweatshops. It was like all the different things that had to meet to get, and then volume. All these things are coming out. And if you haven't done it yet, the 28-day reset is the most powerful tool for relieving trauma in the physical and the mind and the body. With that, we're going to sign off. Wishing you
Appreciate
guys
you all.
a happy full moon tomorrow.
Yeah.
If there's anything going on, if you get all of a sudden sick in the next 2 to 3 days, it's not a virus. Okay, just sweat it out. Take care of yourself. Get some juices, bath with diatomaceous earth and minerals, and share it in the community portal. So thank you all for showing up.
Appreciate all of you. See you next time. Bye.